Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with a lot of news to talk to you guys about. With first things first, yesterday we had the launch of Wizard101 on Nintendo Switch. Hopefully, everybody has been having fun with that. We're going to jump into the news right now and tell you guys everything that's been happening. Of course, like I just said, the game is out for Nintendo Switch. And you can play it on Nintendo Switch too. So yeah, make sure to have fun with that. I haven't really seen many complaints, surprisingly. Obviously, besides the big fact how you do need a couple of things in order to actually play it on Nintendo Switch, or at least one thing, but probably multiple things. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Make sure to check that out. I would show you guys a trailer, but it's pretty much the same exact trailer as the PlayStation and Xbox trailer that they already showed. It just says now on Nintendo Switch, pretty much it. So yeah, make sure to check that out, and make sure to read the FAQs about it as well, because we also found out some new details going in when it first launched. Like, there was a lot of new details that we didn't know of. Anyway, over here they also have the Nintendo Switch world's first event, basically promoting you to speed run through the game. And then if you post it on the social medias, you'll get some nice little rewards and goodies. So for all you speedrunners out there, have fun with that and enjoy. Now over here, we're going to talk about Wizard 101 on Nintendo Switch, because again, there are a lot of details that we already knew about and some new details that we didn't know until it actually launched. So one thing that we already knew was the whole $20 purchase thing, and it looks like KI and Nintendo just couldn't come to a mutual agreement. Nintendo wanted this to be a purchasable game. Was on a one wanted, or KI wanted it to be a free download, but Nintendo said nope. So it is a $19.99 download. Once you purchase that, you'll basically get access to the Arc 1 bundle pack. That's pretty much what it is. And you'll basically be able to play through Wizard City all the way through Dragonspire, and specifically the mainline area quests and all that fun stuff. After Dragonspire, you'll then have to buy crowns through the Nintendo eShop, and then use those crowns to buy a membership elixir in game, which is about $10, or you can buy areas separately. I recommend the membership elixir so that you can have access to all areas and also some nice little membership benefits. So already off the bat, you're spending like $30 probably, right? But now here's the kicker, which we didn't know until launch, that you actually do need a Nintendo Online membership, right? Which is for Nintendo, in order to actually gain access to the entire game. Now, differently than PlayStation and Xbox, those are free downloads, and you can play the game whenever you want. And if you want, you can buy the memberships and all that fun stuff, blah, 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 blah. And they also have the Arc 1 Bundle Pass available as an optional download as well, right? But since for Nintendo, it's not technically a free to play game, since it's not a free download, as opposed to games like Fortnite or Paladins, this requires Nintendo Online membership. So, already off the bat, you're gonna spend probably another 20 for a year. Luckily, Nintendo actually has some really cheap prices compared to other stuff. Like, I pay for PlayStation Plus, and let me just tell you, it has gotten expensive over the many years. Over the many years I've been playing. But yeah, for a Nintendo Switch Online for a year for an individual account, that's $20, right? That's for an individual account. You don't need Nintendo Switch Online Plus. That's just some extra goodies that you don't need. And if you really wanted to go really basic, you can pay monthly, which is like $3.99 per month for an individual plan. And typically for me, I usually buy a family plan for a year, just because I have people on my Nintendo Switch accounts that have like multiple accounts, so we all kind of share it and stuff like that. But that's all up to you. You can either pay it yearly, or you can pay it monthly if you really want to get to the specifics. But I would recommend the year, just so you can already get that out of the way. So already off the bat, Wizard101 on Nintendo, bare minimum, right? You gotta pay for it, which is $20. Then you have to have a Nintendo Switch Online membership if you don't already have that already. That might cost you another 20, so right off the bat 40. And then once you're done Dragon Spire and you get to Celestia, you'll either need to buy the area separately through crowns or with crowns, or buy a membership elixir through the in-game crown shop. So yeah, you'll definitely have to be very invested into this game if you really want to get the most out of it. But yeah, that is basically what's going on with the Nintendo Switch version of Wizard101. So yeah, definitely a lot of controversy right there, but I'll let y'all have fun with that. I've been playing on PC for like since I was a kid, so y'all have fun with that. Y'all will have fun with that. But that pretty much concludes Wisdom 101 releasing on consoles, because now you can finally play the game on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. So, yep. And you can also play it on the Steam Deck as too, and the Steam machine, whenever that comes out. You can play it on a Chromebook, Windows, Mac, all that stuff. For some reason, people want to play this on their phone. I don't think... I don't know. I don't know if they got the technology to put this game on the mobile devices, but hey, I could be wrong. But yep, that is basically most of the devices that you can play this game on. So yeah, a lot of stuff to think about. So have fun with that. And for console news in general, it's just mainly just stuff in the Crown Shop as per usual. They actually have the Islanders Spellmental Pack, which is available in the console Crown Shop, so make sure to check that out if you want. It's a pretty cool pack. I highly recommend it. Pretty fun. And then over here we have the Xbox Crown Sale, which we talked about. I don't know if you could really consider it a sale. It's just 10% off, so again, if you're interested, make sure to check that out. Now, over here, in terms of other news, or at least PC news-wise, remember that we have this limited time special deal, I believe today. I think this actually expired already. Yeah, this expired already. Why are we talking about this? But they have this little bundle going on here. Buy some crowns and, buy a membership, blah, blah, blah. We already talked about that. Over here, Pioneer and Dragon plushie is available, so make sure to check that out because it is wrapping up soon. You got 3 days left, so make sure to check that out. And over here, we already talked about this dice collection set a billion times. Make sure to also check this out as well, because you can get some nice little goodies in PC. So make sure to check that out. And over here, we got the Grave Home Inn bundle, which has also gained a little bit of controversy because they fixed the mount. The mount is a one-player mount now, blah, 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 blah. It's a whole situation. So make sure to check that out as well if you are interested. And then over here, we got the Polarian Explorers bundle, which has also returned. It's going to last all the way through January 20th, so make sure to check that out as well. And then over here, we got Cyrus Drake's birthday bash. Make sure to also check that out and wish him a happy birthday. It's going to last all the way through February 1st. So make sure to check that out and all the stuff in the Crown Shop. Now today in monthly events we have is the Fire Decathlon and also Pet Promenade. I highly recommend Pet Promenade because it's a nice way to get some nice elixirs, including energy elixirs. So make sure to check that out. It's also really good event points in my opinion, but that could be subjective on how you use your energy. So make sure to check that out. Now over here, a reminder, you can always wishlist Ravenwood Academy, a Wizard101 story, which is a solo single-player game that should be coming out this year. We don't know exactly when, there's no release date, but they've been working on it for a while, and I can't wait to see all the WizTubers play it. So make sure to check that out. Now over here, just a reminder that the contest winners have been selected for some of the art designs. This is for the 12 Days of the Spiral contest. So if you are one of these winners, make sure that you do get in touch and that you are getting your prizes. And then over here, we got the 2025 Lydia Grey Rose birthday contest, and a lot of people made some really great stuff. Congrats to Destiny Iceweave, congrats to Cody Icewielder, congrats to Ethan Trainer, congrats to Isabella Deathblade. Everybody made some really cool stuff, so make sure to check it all out, because that's some pretty cool stuff. And then over here, is this anything? No, that's nothing. That pretty much wraps it up for all of the news as of right now, pretty much, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully everybody has fun with the Nintendo Switch version of Wizard101. I saw a few bugs and glitches here and there, which is expected. But yeah, for the most part, that pretty much completes it for the console news and also the PC news. If there's anything else that happens, I will let you guys know. But yeah, in terms of content and whatnot, it's pretty much kind of stale. It will mainly just be a lot of Crown Shop stuff until we get the spring update later on, right? So yeah, until then, I will see you guys later. Yeah, peace out.